Hello, everybody. I welcome you to today's School in Focus webinar. This is EduThrive, and my name is Bose Faweimi. EduThrive is your one-stop place for all study abroad need. So from time to time, we bring in countries in focus or schools in focus to let you know the many opportunities that are out there. As Nigerians, many people want to, study abroad, and there are just some major countries that people always have in mind. But sometimes those countries are not accessible to you because of funds and some other reasons. So we go all out to bring a various, diverse kind of places that you can go to. And today we will be talking about Turkey as a destination. So on this call, I have with me Dare Tanimomo. He is representing some schools in Turkey, and they will be presenting to us the various opportunities that await Nigerians if you choose to study in Turkey. So I welcome Dare to take it up from here. So Dare, welcome.
Thank you very much, Coach Bosse. Good evening if you're in Nigeria. Good morning. I know it's like 8 p.m. in Turkey right now, so good evening in Turkey as well. And I know I can see amen in the meeting. I just want to say a very big thank you to everybody who has made out time to be a part of this session this evening. And you can be rest assured that you are in for a very beautiful time, educative, informative, and all of that. My name is Dare Tanimomo. I'm the CEO of Ideas and Solutions. We're based in Lagos, Nigeria. And like our name goes, we're an idea-centric organization. We are motivated by solving problems, the problems in our society. And one of the problems we want to solve right now is to actually give global international education to students, to Nigerian students and everything like that. I've been privileged to school abroad. I was in South Africa to school. I was at Wits Business School. And that changed my whole opinion or perspective about global education. It was when I got to South Africa at Wits that I realized that I could take my binders to class, or like in Nigeria, whereby you have to just cram and pour. But in school abroad, I took my binders to class, and it was case studies. It wasn't just one of those things and everything like that. And so after school, I took it upon myself that for every time I had the opportunity to be able to help the young average Nigerian boy or girl to get international education legally, you understand, I would be very glad to do that. And now, why Turkey? The question is why Turkey? So beyond the affordability that Turkey gives you, when you look at global trends, the world is going to such a place that there's some countries you need to align with. So when I schooled in South Africa about 10 years ago, the gist as at 10 years ago was China was going to take over the world. If you know what they used to call the Chinese, the Asian countries, they call them the Asian tigers. And they were hungry, they were ferocious, and all of that. And today we can see that happening. So when you look at another 10 years from now, which country, I've been to Turkey about 5 times. Sometimes in March this year, I was there for another 3 weeks, so I do a lot of business with Turkish people and all of that. So it's a very beautiful country. So when you look at global trends and where the world is going to be in the next 10 years, it can only be smart enough for you to actually align with global powers. With Turkey is actually one of the global powers in another 10 years from now. You can write that down, take it to the market for free, compared to the US, compared to the UK and all of that. So that's one of the reasons I'm so passionate about Turkey. And I want to believe that you will have a great time. So at this point, I would like to yield the floor to Ayman. So our company, Ideas and Solution, represent Ayman's company. It's a company in Turkey that represents about 45 private universities in Turkey at the moment. So I'm sure he's going to be telling you more about the company, what they do and all of that. And if I need to talk again, I'll definitely talk again. Thank you all for coming. I can see how many participation, about 36 participants in the room. Thank you all. Please press the share button, invite a friend to invite a friend, and you're going to be, have a good time at the end of the day. Thank you very much, good boss. Over to you.
Hello, everyone. At the beginning, I just want to thank everyone in here, and special thanks for Mr. Dare and his team for giving me this opportunity to be with you today, to talk with you about study in Turkey in general. Let's begin introducing myself. My name is Ayman Meknas. I'm from United Education Company. Our company.
Sorry, Ayman, can you have your video on? Let's see your face, please. Is it possible?
Just let me 1 second.
Okay. So they will know that we're not talking to a ghost, and this is real. Thank you, Aruna, for coming in. Thank you, Linda. Thank you, Ivory, Olu. Thank you, Arietta. Arietta is from Ghana. Thank you, Arietta. I see you there. Thank you, Olawale. Thank you, Samuel. Thank you, Bello Ibrahim. Thank you, Elder Kingsley. Thank you, Charles. Thank you, Anisiri Akiade. Thank you, Remy Redmine. Thank you, Sam. Thank you. Thank you, PD. Thank you, Idris. Thank you, Moyosore. So just keep sharing. The button, please, friend. Okay, over to you, Ayman, if you're ready for us. Yeah, that's it. Good.
Actually, I tried to join from the office, but after that, I realized that 6 p.m. in Nigeria, it's 8 p.m. in Turkey. That's why I had to come to home. Now I'm joining from home.
Okay.
Once again, hello, everybody. My name is Ayman from United Education Company. We are an educational consultancy company, official representative for more than 60 universities. Private universities, actually. We are dealing with, we are in this field from 2012. And right now, thank God, we are #1 in Turkey as an educational consultancy. And Mr. Dare, he's our representative in Nigeria. We are working with each other. If you have any inquiries or something to ask, you can contact him directly. So our company offers a lot of things. The first of thing, the educational consultancy thing, which is to lead the student to know which program he has to learn or he has to enter. Because of a lot of students don't know which department they have to go or which university they have to go. That's why our job is to lead you in the best choice for the programs or university, or which language do you have to study at the beginning. As we are dealing with 60 different universities, so there is a lot of choices. So which university I should choose? This is the first important question. And which department I have to go, I have to study. So we can advise the student, give them all the information about any program they want. If they have some inquiries or questions about engineering, for example, or medicine, or pharmacy, whatever department they want to know, we can provide them with the curriculum, with the job choices after graduation. We can provide them with everything they want to know. This is at the first step. After that, we offer them some discounts in the universities itself. So if the student go to the university directly, they will give them discount prices or tuition fees higher than the tuition fees we offer. As we have special contracts with the universities, we have special discounts for our company, or for the students coming through our company. That's why this is very important for the students, and we have some exclusive contracts with some universities. So you can have the best price in all Turkey through our company. This is very important for the student because once he has the discount when he registers at the university, the discount will continue with him till he graduates from that university. After that, we help them applying to the university, providing them with the required documents the university want for registration. After registration, we give the student a final acceptance letter. With this final acceptance letter, he can apply for the visa from the embassy, the Turkish embassy in Nigeria. This is the first step. After that, we have a special department for the services that the student need after he registered at the university. So we have in that department, which is United Services, transportation from the airport. When the student comes to Turkey for the first time, he doesn't know Turkish. That's why he just wants someone to lead him or to take him from place to another. So even coming from the airport to the university or to the dormitory is a very difficult thing to the students for the first time. That's why we have transportation from the airport to the dormitory. We can provide register them at the dormitories that are related to the university that they are thinking of registration in. After that, there is the equivalency, which is very important step in Turkey. When you bring your high school certificate from abroad, you have to make equivalency in Turkey. So they said that your certificate is equal to the certificate that for any student graduate from Turkey. So this is the first step the student should make. We help them with this procedure, the equivalency procedure. After that, we can go with him to the university to make the final registration at the university, give them all the documents, and translate all his documents. If it's not in English or Turkish language, he has to translate it. So we help them in translating all the documents. After that, we register him at the university and give him the student certificate and put him in his dormitory. Here our job is end for the first time. After that, if the student needs anything, he can come to our company and ask for anything. We can help him with anything he wants. This is a brief introduction for our company and what we do. I can't hear you, Mr. Dari.
Can you hear me?
Your voice is not clear.
Can you hear me? Am I audible now?
Yes, now it's better.
Check the chat room. There's some questions already being asked. You want to answer those questions?
Yes. Which one?
Look at the chat room. There's some questions already in the chat room. Just check.
In the caption.
The chat room.
Okay. Greetings, welcome. I'm just in study from Master in Creative Writing. Also, for the graduate programs, all the universities has graduate programs, either master's degree or PhD degrees. But about the prices, we can provide them for you case by case to not make all the students wait till, because I have to look for them in the computer on the system. That's why we can contact with you. After that, or you can contact with Mr. Dari. We have cooperation with them. He can give you all the prices after this webinar. Please start dropping your questions. Okay. The languages are both in Turkish and English. Both languages are available. It depends on the department you want to study. But almost all the programs are available in both English and Turkish language. You can choose the language you want to study from the beginning when you register, and after that there is steps for the language. If the student has for example, if he wants to study in English, so he has to have TOEFL degree. So if he doesn't have TOEFL degree and he knows English, he can go to the proficiency test in the university after registration. If he passed this test, he can enter the department directly. If he couldn't pass this test, he can register in the prep school, the preparation school. He has to study for 1 year English. After that, he will start his department. The other one. The PhD, it's available in our universities, actually, according to the departments, because the departments of the PhD programs are less than the master's and less than the bachelor degree. So we can contact with this student and see which department does he want to study, to give him all the information about this department.
Okay, Amen. Thank you. I would just like to ask some more questions.
I'm just trying to read them and answer one by one, actually. Okay.
Yeah, so you can hold on the questions in the chat box while I directly ask you some questions here.
Okay.
Okay, so one of the recurring questions that people ask is, what are the prospects for me after graduation? I want to come to Turkey. When I get there, I finish my school, then what next? So,
okay. This is a very important question, actually. Here in Turkey, all the universities has a career center. So in this career center, all the universities make contracts with the very big companies, the biggest companies in Turkey. So when the student graduates from the university, they offer them a job in those companies according to his department he graduated from. And actually, the universities themselves, among all the universities, they are racing to be the highest percentage of offering job to the graduate students. For example, Özyeğin University, for example, has the #1 that offer jobs for 100% of the graduate students.
Okay, thank you. So can we say that when somebody graduates, the person has opportunity to stay back and work? So do you give post-graduation work permit? Then for how long?
Actually, after he graduates, he can make working permission. He can take the student residence permit will end when he finishes studies. After he take the job from the university or from any company out there, he can have a work permission. With this work permission, he can extend his stay in Turkey as long as he is working.
Okay. So can you also explain what opportunities, if the student doesn't want to stay back in Turkey, the person wants to move to Europe?
Okay.
How would that work?
Actually, talking about Europe, let me start with the Erasmus program at the beginning. All the universities has Erasmus program, which is exchange student program. So they have contracts with very big number of universities in Europe. So the student, while he's studying in Turkey, he can go as an internship to study for a semester or 1 year in another country. For example, in UK, he can go and study for 1 year according to his GPA. Actually, they are working to the GPA. And there is like a list. He take the best students from this list, or for example, the best 20 students in the university, to offer them to study 1 year or 1 semester in Europe and come back to Turkey without paying anything extra. This is the first thing. The second thing, all the universities in Turkey is recognized in all Europe countries. So the certificate they are taking from Turkey is recognized in Europe. So they can work, they can do anything, they can continue their education in there.
Okay, thank you. Can you give us an idea of you talked about we give discount. So the language Nigerians understand is scholarship. So that discount is a form of scholarship.
Yes.
What percentage? What's the range of the percentages that you give?
Actually, it differs from the university to other and the department itself. For example, for the medical departments, the universities doesn't offer high scholarships. But for the other type of departments, for example, engineering, business administration, or anything else, they are offering scholarships starting from 30% till 75%.
Okay, thank you. So 30 to 75% is possible.
Yes,
So
but not
give
in the
us
medical department. To
in
be
the
clear,
medical, okay.
not in the medical.
Not in medical, other
Yes.
places, other
Yes.
departments, okay.
Yes, that's right.
So can we also have a range? You know, the schools are up to 60, so they are a lot.
Yes.
The lowest tuition, what's the range?
Actually, the tuition fees start from let me say $2,000 per year till $7,900 for the non-medical departments, and for the medical department start from $11,000, for example, for pharmacy, till $25,000 for medicine in the highest university.
Yeah, yes, they were. Okay, thank you so much.
No.
When I posted this flyer, you know, like, oh, we want to talk about Turkey. Some people were giving me some, like, why Turkey? There is war.
War.
So can you please attend to that so that people can know that Turkey is not in the war place?
Sure. Actually, in Turkey there is no war, and Turkey is one of the most important destination for tourism. Actually, it's the opposite. Think of war. All the for touristic, it's very important destination for all the world. They are coming from Italy, from Europe, from Arab countries, from Nigeria, from Africa. They are coming to visit Turkey as a touristic thing. So it's Turkey is very important for the touristic destination, and also in the education they are they are offering a lot of things to increase their quality of education in here. And also the president in here, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, he said that in 2030 we will have 350 universities in here.
Wow.
They are putting goals for the education only. That's why they are offering it a lot of interest in here.
Okay. Let's talk about the standard of living in Turkey. What is the average monthly cost for a student? So if I send my child to Turkey, how much will I give the child that will cover the accommodation, feeding, and everything?
Actually, I don't know what is the situation in Nigeria to compare it with Turkey, but I will talk about Turkey itself as I'm living in here. You know that there is a financial issue in all the world, and this financial issue affecting all the aspects of life in everywhere. But in Turkey, when you send money from outside Turkey, it will be very cheap. If you are sending dollar from outside, because the dollar rate is very high right now. So if you take $100 and change it to Turkish lira, it will be a big amount of money. This is the most important thing. Especially lately, the dollar is now 17 Turkish lira. So the expenses is very reasonable in here. For example, let me tell you this: the arrange monthly expenses is about $250 per month, including the cost of dormitory, the food, everything, transportation, especially as a student, because the student has discount in all Turkey in all aspects. For transportations, the student has a special card for transportation. It's a student card for transportation. So you can charge it with $10 a month, and you can go wherever you want with it.
Okay, so you said average of $250 a month for living expense.
Yes,
Okay, so that is somehow affordable.
for students
Um,
actually, as he's staying in dormitory, for example, not in a separate flat.
Okay, so the dormitory, if the student needs to stay on the dormitory, what's the cost for that?
Actually, we have a special department for this one. That's why I don't want to give you a false number, but it's approximately $250.
Okay, $250
Yes.
average per month.
In the
Dormitory.
dormitory, the food is included, by the way.
Okay, food is included.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, I would read some of the questions here.
Okay.
Okay, so there is this question: can international students study and work in Turkey? So while the student is in school, can he work?
Yes, there is a law in here that the bachelor student can work for a partial work, not full time, because he has to go to the university and he has classes. But for master's degree, he can work full time because all the lessons in the master degree is in the evening after 6 p.m.
Okay.
So for the master and PhD, he can work full time.
Okay, good. When a student work, what is the average earning they can make working part-time? And I'm just asking for the minimum wage. I live in Canada. I live in Canada, so I advise students, like, if you work, this is how much you can earn. So because some students believe that once they get to school, they are going to work and make so much money and all their problems are over. So can you just manage expectations for them so they know this is like in dollars now, how much a student can earn working part-time?
Working what?
Part-time, like you are working some hours, not a full-time job.
Actually, it depends on the opportunity they have, but it's approximately, let's say, for $150 or $200 in Turkish lira.
Okay, like $200.
Yes.
Thank you. I want to read the questions now, the ones that are kind of important. Somebody has an HND. So in Nigeria, we have bachelor's. That is, the person has a 4-year bachelor's from a university. Then there are people that went to colleges. They have 2 years of diploma, then another 2 years of diploma, making 4 years diploma. That's HND. So for a master's in your place, can the HND apply directly for master's?
If they studied vocational school, you mean 2 years?
It's not vocational, it's diploma, but it's 4 years.
Actually, he has to be graduated from a bachelor degree to study master.
It has to be bachelor's. So do you have any bridging programs for like a pre-master's?
No. No,
Okay.
there is just master's, thesis, and non-thesis.
Okay, so I will discuss with Dare and, kind of like ask some schools directly. They may want to think about it, just something to think about.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll take that up with him later.
Yes, please do. I'm trying to.
Somebody was asking the list of schools they represent. They represent about 60 universities, private universities in Turkey. So if you go online and find any school, you can be very sure. So that this is just an intro webinar. after today, you can always contact Coach Bosse or myself, and we can give you more information. So this is not the forum to get all of the information, but if you go online or if you reach out to us, we'll be very glad to offer you more information about the schools and the courses that's available in Turkey.
Yeah. Another good question. Can a student bring in his dependents as a graduate student?
His dependents, what do you mean?
And if I'm a woman, I'm coming to school in Turkey, can I come with my kids and my husband?
Yes, you can apply for a visa for this reason. Yes.
Will there be visitors, or will my spouse be able to work?
No, he can stay as a visitor.
The dependents can stay as visitors.
Yes, as you are studying at the university, he can stay with you as his husband, for example.
Okay, but the person cannot work.
If he has an opportunity in a company and they give him offer, he can work.
Oh, okay. So if there is opportunity, it can work.
Yes.
Okay. Please, Alima, I can see you on the call. Can you please drop EduThrive office number on the chat? If we are not able to answer all your questions, you can direct those questions to WhatsApp on that number that will be dropped on the chat now. But I'm doing my best to read the question. So Alima, please.
Okay, ma. All right, ma.
So another good question. What is the proof of funds? How much do I need to have in my bank account for visa purpose when I want to study in Turkey?
Actually, we don't have this answer because it depends from a situation to another. We can't say that you have to have $5,000, for example, to have a visa, because they are studying it case by case. They are not looking just for the bank account.
Okay. How is the student assessed to be sure that this is a student that can be successful for the visa application? So let me explain. If I want to bring a student to Canada, I'm going to ask, what job do you do? How much do you have? And all of that. So I can assess if this person can afford the visa requirements. So for Turkey, what are the basic visa requirements?
Actually, as I mentioned before, that the visa procedure is different from country to another. But it's basically depends on the university that they are applying for, and there is tuition fees he has to pay to the university to take the final acceptance letter also. But to be clear that Nigeria has a lot of problems in visa, according to students. But when we contact the Turkish embassy in Nigeria, they said that we are studying the cases one by one, and when we feel the student that he is going to study in Turkey, we are giving them the visa. It's not just because they are from Nigeria we are rejecting them. No.
Okay.
Amen. Somebody asked a question that what if they pay for tuition and they're not granted visa? Is that going to be a refund?
Yes, in almost all the universities, I think that just one or two universities doesn't make refund, but all the universities, when the student make the payment, the deposit payment for the university, and he get rejected and give the university a proof for that he get rejection by email or anything else, he will take the money back.
All right. Thank you.
Welcome.
Okay, so if you need to send us a message, EduThrive office number is 090-616-25 177 090 616 25177. So, or if your questions were not answered, you can reach out to us. We would help you with everything about your the Turkey going to school in Turkey. What other questions do we have here now?
Maybe we should take some direct questions. I can see some hands up.
Okay.
Yeah, anybody who wants to ask a question, you can just go ahead and ask your question. I saw some hands up earlier. There's the hands up. Anybody question? How long does the visa application take? It's relative, but I mean, if you have all your papers, I'm sure, and that's why we'll be there to guide you. So maybe in about 2 months, it should be ready. You know, it's not something that's serious. So Coach Bosse and I and our other accredited agents will be there to actually give you all the support when you need to apply for your visa. So that won't be a problem.
Actually, there is one good question in here, actually, asking about the academic calendar in Turkey. So the registration period for the first semester, it's for 2 semesters. For the first semester and second semester, you can register at the university. For the first semester, which we are right now registering a student in, it continues till September, 15th of September. And there is some universities extended it for 2 weeks or 1 month more, but officially it's still 15th of September. And for the second semester, it starts from November till 15th of December.
So do you have one intake per year or
no,
multiple?
Two intake. Two
so
intake.
There is intake in September, and when?
The first one ends in the 15th of September.
Mm-hmm.
From, let's say, from May to 15th of September. This is the first one. The other one starts from November till 15th of December for the second semester.
Okay. So what I'm asking, the time the student can start a program. So the student can start a program in September.
Yes, the education will start in 15th of this September.
But in 15th of September. So if the student could not make that September, when is the next time the student can start a new academic year? Is it just 1 year, one September to September, or do you have multiples?
No, after September, he can apply after November also for the second semester, which starts in February.
Okay, February, yeah. So there is an intake in September and in February. So those are the 2 intakes that run every year.
Yes, that's
okay.
right.
Okay, got it. So does Turkey accept WAEC, NECO? Those are exams from Nigeria to start when you want to go to university. These are the ones from high school. So can a student come directly from high school into a bachelor's program?
As I told you that there is equivalency procedure in Turkey. When the student come from Nigeria to Turkey, he should make equivalency in the Ministry of Education. He gives their certificate to make equivalency. It may take from 15 days to 1 month. After that, they give him certificate that your certificate is equal to the Turkish certificate. With this one, he can register at the university.
Okay, so to do that, does it involve a cost to the student? How do we go about that?
No, there is no big money. I think it's just $20 or something like this.
Okay.
Yes, and also if as I said before, if the documents are not in English or Turkish, he has to translate it, and it costs some money, but it's not that much money.
Amen.
Okay.
Is that done at the embassy in Abuja? I mean, at the Turkish embassy, the conversion documentation.
What? I didn't get it.
You're talking about the conversion documentation. Is that going to be done at the embassy in Abuja, at the Turkish embassy?
They should certificate their documents in the embassy, but when they come to Turkey, they should make the equivalency for the high school certificate.
Okay.
Equivalency.
Okay.
Yes.
Noted.
Well, if the result is in English, we do not need to translate.
No.
Okay, so we are good with that. Okay, so do we have anybody? I mean, some of the questions here have already been answered. What is the minimum wage? He already said it, that a student can earn about $200 a month working part-time. So all the people that are asking specific questions, I want to do MSc in statistics. You need to get to us for us to tell you the available school for that and the tuition. So look at the number that you need to contact directly. Somebody
Amen.
wants,
I see a question there. It says, what's the minimum age to start a course in Turkey? Is there a minimum age?
No, he should just have a certificate, a high school certificate.
All right then. Thank you.
But there is one question about the required documents. It's important one. Actually, for registration at the university or for taking the acceptance letter, he should have passport and high school certificate and photograph. Just those.
All right.
okay. I need to ask about age study gap. So a study gap is the time I had my bachelor's or my high school, and now that I want to do another program. So what's the gap? Do you guys consider that?
When he finished the first grade and he want to study another diploma, you mean?
Yes.
No, when he take the graduation certificate, he can apply immediately for the master's degree.
Okay, so if I am 50 years old, the last time I did my bachelor's was 25 years ago. I want to come in and do a master's. Is that okay?
No, actually, for the bachelor degree, the highest age is 28, 29, and
Okay.
for the master degree is 40, and after that the PhD you can apply.
Okay, so 29 years for bachelor's, and for masters is 40.
Yes, and there is there is some tolerance from some universities. They are saying, okay, if they were convinced that the student is really coming to study.
Okay.
So there is some exceptions that the university may accept them.
May. Okay.
Yes.
So
And you said the master's courses only take place in the evenings.
Yes.
So they can work for the whole day.
That's right.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. Alima, EduThrive staff on this call, have I asked all our questions? Am I leaving anything out? Help me here.
Okay, Ma. So not really. I think you've asked most of the questions we had in mind, and some of them have also been posted by the participants in the group.
Okay.
I don't know if you ask any question though.
Okay, amen. Okay, thanks, Alima. While you guys are looking for more questions, there is one here. Can the student pay the tuition in installments? So if the tuition is $5,000, do I have to pay it all at once, or is there a payment plan?
No, you can do it in 2 installments
2 installments.
for the first semester and 6th semester.
Okay.
Okay,
the
ma,
beginning,
I have
when
a
the-
question.
Yes.
Alima.
Okay, would I need to pay an initial deposit before arriving at the school?
What? I didn't get it.
I say, would the student require to pay an initial deposit before, from the tuition fee before arriving at the school?
Yes, that's what I just wanted to say, that when the
Okay.
students apply or give their documents to have acceptance letter, they have to pay $1,000 to the university to take the final acceptance letter. When they take the final acceptance letter, they can apply for the visa. After that, when he come to Turkey, he will complete the payment till the half of the tuition fees.
Okay.
And in the 6th semester, he will pay the other half.
Okay. So the $1,000, even if the tuition is $2,000,
Yes.
I will pay $1,000, then I will get all the documents I need to process my visa. When I get to the school, I'll pay the balance.
Yes.
Okay, or I will make it up to half of the whole tuition. We
There
get
is just 1 or 2 universities which their tuition fees is 2,000 or a very low price. They said that the student should have to pay all of it when he comes to the university.
Okay.
But for the $3,000 or $4,000 or $5,000, they can make it with 2 installments at least. Some universities make more installments.
Okay. For the accommodation fee, do I need to pay it for a whole year or I pay per semester?
It differs from the dormitory to other, but almost all the dormitories can pay it in 2 installments for 1st semester and 6th semester.
And 2nd semester. There is a question about minimum GPA. So to enter into a master's program, a bachelor's is enough. You don't need me to have a first class or a 2nd class or a 3rd class or a pass. Once I have a bachelor's, I'm good.
No, there is no limit for GPA for the master's degree. The student just have to be graduated from bachelor's degree.
So just have a bachelor's. So I hope you get that. Somebody has been asking, what's the GPA? So you are good with even with a pass. That's a plus for us at Nigeria. If with a pass, you can go in directly into a master's. English proficiency. Nigeria is English speaking. We are English speaking country. So do we compulsorily have to do TOEFL or a test of English?
No, if the mother tongue of the student is English, they doesn't have to enter the proficiency exam.
Do you consider Nigeria mother tongue English?
Actually, I don't know. You know better than me.
No, we know that everybody that went to school in Nigeria studied in English, but each country have a list of acceptable countries they consider English speaking. So for Turkey, is Nigeria considered English speaking, and we will get an exemption for writing an English test?
Actually, I can ask the universities themselves to answer this question to be sure if they consider Nigeria as an English-speaking country.
Okay. Somebody is Samuel. He said, can I ask my question? So Samuel, you can unmute yourself. Where is the Samuel? I have to do that. Okay, I can see Samuel.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello.
All right, good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
From Nigeria here. Thank you so much for all the answers and for all the information that has been shared so far. I really, really benefited from it. But I have one or two areas where I'm not really clear. Now, looking at what he has just said about Turkish education, they are all good and beautiful. But I want to know now, is it possible for me as a person to start my application and still meet up with September this year? Looking at all the requirements for international students like Nigerians now, how long will the money need to stay in bank accounts? Then how long it will take to secure visa? How quick is it? I don't know how quick it is with the Turkish visa for students. So looking at all of that, is it still possible for me right now apply and meet up with September intake?
Okay, thank you. Amen.
Actually, the visa procedure, it depends on the Turkish embassy. We can interfere with this procedure. Actually, we don't know what they exactly want. As I said, that they are studying the cases one by one to decide if this student is going to really to study or not. And according to that, they are giving their decision. But there is no specific period. For example, if you put the money 15 days, you will get the visa. There's nothing like that.
Oh, okay, so let me rephrase the question. We need timelines here. For admission processing, what is the timeline for that?
For the first, for the pre-acceptance letter, you can take it within 2 days, for example. After that, we will wait for the $1,000 received from the student. So as soon as he make it, we will apply it or upload it to the university system, and within 1 week he will take the final acceptance letter.
Okay,
so the procedure is not very long.
So if the student already has the money, the whole timeline for that should be like 2 weeks.
Yes,
okay.
Approximately. And it differs according to the time he applied. For example, when we are coming closer to September, everything will be will take more time because all the students are going to start to apply before it ends. So if the student apply in July on June, it will be much better for him to have time to apply for visa. As you know that the visa procedure may take 1 month or 2 months in some countries. That's why it's safer for the student to apply before, early, not wait till September to apply.
Okay, so this is already July.
Yes.
EduStrive has people that can help us, with visa application, like put the documents together in a very good way. We can't guarantee what happens in the embassy, but is it possible for us, if we work fast enough, is it possible for us to still be able to put in some students for September?
Yes.
Okay, so Samuel, that answers your question. You can still meet up. So contact us via our number. Then we will tell you more about the proper documentation you will require for Turkey visa.
Another assistance we're trying to give to students is some kind of fast track process at the embassy, but we'll talk about that away from here. Once we can see serious students, that will motivate us to actually activate our connect at the embassy. You understand? We're really working on that, and you can be rest assured that we want to get as much students from Nigeria to Turkey. So the embassy end will definitely be able to offer some assistance when the time comes.
So someone is concerned here. He said, what if I am over 40 and I have work experience and I decided to further my education? Is there no hope for me?
Actually, there is some exceptions in the universities. So if the university were convinced that this student is really a good student and he wants to study, they may accept him, but it's not for sure.
Okay, so that's good to know. We will be rounding off soon. and there is someone else, Surveyor Samuel. We will just take your question and we will be calling it a day. So,
let me button. There's a question I want Amen to answer. Do you have experience working with students from Africa? Somebody asked that question.
You have experience from some students from Africa?
Yes.
Yes, actually, there is a lot of students are coming from Africa to Turkey, according to the statistics from the higher education itself. So there is a huge number from the students. Yes.
okay. Surveyor, do you want to ask
Hello?
a question?
Yeah. Thank you. Actually, I'm so sorry I came late because I went to work. But I wanted to ask a little question. What if somebody have gotten admission in Turkey? Can you people help in processing this visa to Turkey?
EduThrive can help you with that, but it will be good for us to know. I mean, send us your letter so we know the school you are talking about.
Okay.
If you already have.
Okay, you have one already. It's for my younger brother. Actually, you have one already from what's the name of that school again? Well, I will send it to your WhatsApp. Actually, I have the photocopy.
With me. Okay, please go ahead and contact EduThrive on all the numbers that have been dropped.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. I so much appreciate that, please. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Amen, any last words from you? What do you want to advise us to do? We want to make sure we get you some students for September. So, talk to my people.
Yes, just for the interested student, I just want to advise them to start the procedure as soon as possible to take the final acceptance letter and apply for the visa to be sure that they're not late for this. As I told you that in some embassies, the visa procedure may take 2 months. That's why it's the perfect time to apply from now for the students who are interested in studying Turkey for real.
Okay. Thank you so much. Dare, last words.
Just want to say thank you to everybody who has been a part of this. I think we got about 55 participants at some point. Say thank you to you. See you in Turkey very soon. Please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. This is a golden opportunity. School fees is very reasonable. Turkey is very safe. Like I told you, I was in Turkey in March. I spent 3 weeks in Turkey. I've been to Turkey over 5 times. It's a beautiful country. It's a country I would love to promote. Anybody should come along with me on this journey. And to all our successes, thank you very much, Coach Bosse, and to everybody, once again, thank you.
Yes, thank you everyone.
Yeah, so thank you so much.
Thank you.
Amen. Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Yeah, so thank you for making.
9 p.m. in Turkey right now, so thank you for staying up to do this with us.
No, it's our job actually. Thank you for everything.
Yeah.
And we hope to see you next year for the physical exhibition.
Sure.
Amen. Did you hear that? He's left. Okay. I said we hope to see you next year for the physical exhibition.
Physical exhibition? Yes,
yeah,
inshallah. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit sick and coughing.
Sorry. Sorry.
We hope to arrange an exhibition, inshallah, in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Great.
So thank you everyone for another insightful session. We are here to make this dream possible for you. Like Darren said, tell someone to tell someone. You know, the more the merrier. If you are going to Turkey, it will be good for you to take some friends along so that you can start building your own community. So we look forward to speaking with you. Talk to us on WhatsApp, send us emails, or you can just book for a call with a consultant on studyabroadcalls.com. Thank you so much for today, and we will be coming your way soon with another insightful and awesome privilege opportunity. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Baba,